Hello, my name is Rachel Podworski, and I'm a student at Flatiron School in the software engineering part-time program. I had to create a program creating a CLI. I chose a Marvel API to work with, which turned out to be a little more challenging than I had originally thought. So let's go check out this program. So you could see here's the README. Says, welcome to the world of Marvel, where you'll find a search engine for all characters using the Marvel API. You'll be able to view their name, bio, and number of comics they are in. Enjoy. So then it gives you instructions on installing and the usage, the license, code of conduct, all that good stuff. So let's check out the actual files where I put in the most work. We have, well, let's go to characters first because it's shorter. So the characters is, it's a model. The whole thing is a model for the characters. So this is where they're coming to life and becoming objects. We have their name, their resource URI, their comics that they're in, and their story count. I also do, the comics.length. So I have the number of comics that they're in. Then we save it all to an array so that we can access it. We have the description, and I also override Ruby's 2s method. So everything is name.capitalized. So all the names are capitalized. They're in a string instead of an object, which is just numbers. So let's go over to the, let's do the API. So the characters, the model file, this one that we just went through, can talk to the API manager, which grabs information from the internet, from the Marvel API. And so this is how they come to life. I get all the data from Marvel, the developer site, and I'm using it. So I have two methods here inside of my class. We have the get characters method, which is where we get the characters. So we get a list of characters. And the get more character information is where we get the character information. So I'm getting all of their, see, I'm using their resource URI. I'm getting their stories, their comics, their name, all that good stuff. And then I'm using all of this inside of my CLI. Here it is. So this is the controller. It's in charge of user interactions. So anything you interact with in my program, it's all coming from here. So this is the directions for that. So we initialize with the, well, this is actually how you go do pagination, which is where you go from page to the next page or to the previous page, which I'll show you in a little bit. So this is all pretty complicated for people who don't know code, but basically we have the get character data here, which is where we get the characters, which was from the previous page, the API manager. We have the loop, which tells us exactly what to do and when to do it and what happens if there's an error. We get the character choice from the user. We can display the characters. We get the page range. And we can display a single character. And then we could check if the user's input is valid or not. And then there's a menu. So this is what you'll see when you're interacting with it. A welcome to the world of Marvel. And an exit. Part of the journey is the end. So essentially the CLI and the character model, they can interact with the API manager, but they can't interact with each other. So the API manager is the one that brings it all together. The API manager also has here at the top, it has a hash method. In order to view and use all of the information for my API, I needed to create a, trying trying to see what I could show you, my hasher. So this hasher file, with the help of my cohort leader, we created a hasher, which is just basically a way to like, it's high security for your API key. So we actually were required to use the timestamp, which changes every time you access information from the website. And then the API key, that's my private API key, and the public API key. Now my private API key is the one that's actually using the hash. We used an MD5 digest, which you could see here. And all of that is in a secret file, which I'm not going to show you because my private API key is in there and I don't want that exposed to everyone. So, so there is that. And this is the base URL where everything is coming from. So let's see how it works. Here we go. So in order to run it, you do bin/Marvel. Here we are. Welcome to the world of Marvel. And you can view, here's page 1, all the characters, 20 characters on each page. You could choose to view a character by number, or you could type next to view the next page, or previous. I do believe there's like around 90,000 characters. So if you hit next, you could just keep going and going and going all day. I think I made it up to 1,200 before I got bored. So here's the next page, 20 more characters. Page 3, you'll find characters like the Hulk, Captain America, Black Hawk, or Black Widow. Let's see, Captain Marvel. There's Captain Marvel. So here, let's view a character. So I'm gonna do, let's do 197, Captain Marvel. Oh, there's no bio found. Well, if there's no bio found, it comes up with this message. She's in 4 comics. Let's see if there's another one. Oh, I was supposed to press any key to continue. Okay, here we are. Nope, no bio found. Oh well. Well, let's see if we could view somebody else. How about Captain America? 186. There we go. There's his bio, his name, the comics he's in, only 4. That surprises me. And the stories, Captain America is in 3,505 stories. There we go. That doesn't surprise me. All right, and then, so if you want to go back to a previous page, you just select or type previous. You could view any of these. Let's view Beast. There's Beast's information, 901 stories. All right, and that is it, all that code. And but it's great. You can view all the character information, anybody you could think of. And then you type exit to exit. Part of the journey is the end. And there we go. I hope you enjoyed my video and my project. Check it out on GitHub if you want to download it and interact with it yourself. Bye.